What if we want to find an input value when we're given a specific output value? Let's say we have the function f of x equals 2x minus 2, and we need to find the value of x such that f of x equals negative 8. Our first step is to replace f of x with negative 8. Now, let's rewrite our function. So f of x equals 2x minus 2. Now, remember the notation f of x, that's equivalent to y, which is equivalent to our output value. So everywhere I see the notation f of x, I'm going to replace it with the number negative 8. So that means negative 8 is going to be on the left side of my equation. So now I have the equation negative 8 equals 2x minus 2. Well, hey, look at that. That's just a basic linear equation. Good thing we already know how to solve that. So that's step 2. So my equation is negative 8 equals 2x minus 2. So to solve this, I would add 2 to both sides. That would give me negative 6 equals 2x. Then I would divide both sides by 2, and I'd get x equals negative 3. So this tells us that my function f of x equals negative 8 when the value of x is negative 3. So that means I need an input value of negative 3 in order to generate an output value of negative 8. Let's make sure we have those input and output values straight. My input value is the x value, that's negative 3. That's what I would need to input in the function in order to generate an output value of negative 8. Remember, the input value is our x value and the output value is our y value. Sometimes you might be asked to give your answer in function notation. So remember, f of x equals y. That's our general function notation. So now, if I want to write f of x, I'm going to replace the x with the input value negative 3, and then that's going to be equal to my output value of negative 8. So for function notation, I would say f of negative 3 equals negative 8. That corresponds to an ordered pair that belongs to this function. So since negative 3 is in the spot of the input value, that is my x coordinate. And since it equals an output value of negative 8, I use negative 8 as my y coordinate. So my ordered pair is negative 3, negative 8.